will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. There are several things that I want to talk in this debate. First, what's our definition in this debate? I think we have two definitions in this debate. First, I believe that money is a tool for transaction. For example, you want to buy something or you want to sell something. All of these activities involves money in it. So I believe that money is a transaction tool. And the second one is, I believe that money can also be seen as a national identities as well. For example, there is a history behind that money. For example, usually there is a famous people from that country. For example, a hero and etc. That's why money should be kept safe. In certain country, because this also can be seen as a sacred object of your country. For example, all of this so that you cannot scribble on your money. For example, you cannot fold it, or you cannot write something stupid in it. So yeah, I believe that money can also be seen as a national identity as well. There are several things that I want to point out in this debate. First, what's our burden in this debate? I believe that in this debate I want to prove to you that why exactly the use of money as a transaction tool, for example, is effective. With that being said, our argument is why exactly the use of money for a transaction tool is justified. First of all, let's talk about the world if there is no money. For example, if we were not to use money, we will use an alternative method of transaction, which is barter, for example. I see this is not an effective way to do transaction because of two main reasons. First, it is not portable, unlike money, which is can be physically as a coin or paper or even e-money. Barter is not so portable after all, because for example, you want to exchange a piano with a car, for example. This is not very portable because it is heavy and hardly to move, unlike money, which can be brought anywhere and anytime. Yeah, I see this is not effective because it's not portable. And the second reason is the different value of the thing that you want to exchange. For example, you want to exchange paper and a pen. Of course, pen is more valuable than a paper. So I see there will be no fairness coming from the barter method. And the third reason is inconsistent value of that thing that you want to exchange. For example, you want to exchange paper and a pen. You don't know how much it's really worth. For example, unlike money, you have a definite value, 100 rupiah and 200 rupiah, and the list goes on. At least in our side of the house, we know how much it's worth, unlike the other side of the house, which is you don't really know how much it's worth. And what if we use money in let's talk about the word that we use money. For example, I believe money is an effective way to do a transaction. There are four reasons. First, it is much portable, like I said before. It can be kept on the pocket, for example, as a paper or a coin, and it is more light, unlike any other thing, which is for example gold and etc. We can just keep it in our pocket, and for example, we can just use e-money, which you can just use your phone to do a transaction. And the second one is a definite value of that money. It is more fair than any other thing, which is can be just found in outside of the house. And the third reason is it is as a national identity, because with or you may not know, you can support your country by using your money. For example, you can support Indonesia by using rupiah, for example. it is causing the amount of rupiah in the international world is increasing. And the fourth reason is it's much safer, for example, because um, as a paper money you can just kept it on your pocket, and it's much safer than the gold, for example. And there is a new invention of e-money, for example, and this is proof can be a much safer method than any other transaction method in the world. So the impact of any of these reasons is, first, people can do transaction more easily, and the second one is transaction is more portable, safe, and you can just use your phone, or you can just use the paper or the coin for the transaction. Based on that reason, we are very proud to propose.